once again. This is my favorite place to be, and the main reason is because it has 4 different regions. The Galapagos Islands, where you will find these humongous turtles that have been alive for over 100 years, and another amount of animals that are amazing to see. The coast, where you will find beautiful beaches. The Sierra, where you will see really high mountains, and the Amazon region. If this is the first time that you're visiting the country, you need to know that they use American dollars. For this reason, it could turn a little bit cheaper or expensive, depends on the activities that you do and where you go. One amazing thing about Ecuador is that it's really small, and because of that, if you are located in the capital city, if you go north, south, east or west, the temperature will change dramatically. Today I'm going to be more focused on Quito area and the surroundings. Our first stop will be in the historical center. This place is just unbelievable. The most amazing thing to do here it will be visiting the churches. In order to go inside of each church, you will have to pay around $2 to $3. A couple of them, they took over 100 years to get built. The best thing to do is take a tourist guide because each church has an amazing story to tell. You will find a few details here and there that are just crazy. Pretty much every church will have a lot of details inside of it, and they are covered with gold leaves, which is just unbelievable to see. 2 in particular that I would totally recommend you. One is called the Compañía de Jesús, and sadly they don't allow you to take pictures inside because everywhere it's covered with gold leaves, and for that reason they don't want any type of flash reflecting the paints. It's quite amazing to be inside. And the other church that is pretty cool to hear the story is La Iglesia de San Francisco, and basically the story says that Cantuña, which was a builder, need to finish the entire church in one day, and if he didn't do that he was going to be killed. So basically he made a deal with the devil, and the devil had to finish the entire church in one night. So at 6 in the morning, Cantuña noticed that the devil didn't put one stone, and for that reason he could keep his soul. There are a lot of activities and places to visit in the historical center, but if you like to hear a little bit of the story of how Quito became more independent from Spain, I recommend you to visit the Wax Museum. They will explain what happened and all the battles that people have to had in order to become more free. After this, the best idea it would be visiting the Ichimbia Center, which is located 20 minutes away from the historical center, and this is located in the top of one mountain. From here you can see the entire historical center, all the churches, and pretty much all the view from the entire Quito area. And one amazing thing is that downstairs you have a restaurant, or if you go out of this place, you will have a bunch of restaurants on the street that will have this amazing view at night. I don't know, the experience is really nice, the food is great, it's a good time to spend the night with friends and family. My next stop is El Teleférico. This place is just unbelievable. In order to go there, you have to pay $8.50, and that allows you to go 20 minutes on a ride up to the mountain where you will see the volcano called Huayllapichincha. The view is just breathtaking, it's gorgeous. As a huge recommendation, please bring a jacket. I already met a lot of people who told me that they assume that Ecuador is really hot all the time, but because you are here in mountains, the weather is pretty cold and really unpredictable, so make sure to bring something light, but at least you will be covered a little bit. Remember that you're going to be 4,000 meters over sea level, and that means that it's quite difficult to breathe and once again extremely cold, so be prepared before going there. My next place to visit it will be Papallacta. This is a small town surrounded by mountains, 1 hour 45 minutes from Quito. The main attraction here is visiting the natural hot springs. The price, it goes between $3 to $10, and everything depends on how fancy you wanna go. In general, the weather here is really cold. For that reason, you don't wanna leave the pool. And something beautiful about this place is that on your way there, you will find a lot of mountains and the view is just breathtaking once again. So now guys, we're going to the middle of the world. This is a monument located half an hour away from Quito. In order to go in, you have to pay $5. The main attraction here is putting your feet on each side of the line, and basically you are stepping on the two hemispheres of the world. And you have a couple of experiments to do here. The coolest one for me would be putting one egg on top of one nail. At the beginning it was quite difficult. It took me 2 minutes to do it, but finally I got it. Inside the monument, you will find a museum that will show you the culture of Ecuador, which is pretty cool to see. And another type of experiments. The best time to go, it will be on weekends, because there is a lot of people singing, dancing, and pretty much a lot of events happening those days. My next stop will be the volcano. This is the fourth biggest volcano in Ecuador, and the view is just beautiful. Kind of, for me, looks like Iceland. I don't know why, but it's just similar to it. The elevation that this volcano has is more than 5,000 meters over sea level, and this means that breathing here is quite difficult too. As long as you don't run or do too much exercise here, you will be fine. Now from Quito, it will take you maybe an hour and a half. But the only bad thing about it is that there is not an easy access. This means that you don't have any type of bus that goes directly to this point. So basically you need to rent a car or maybe take a tourist guide who can take you to this point. If you are more into hiking and you want to go to the top of the volcano, the only way that you can do it is if you ask for a pass to the government first. Remember, once again, be prepared with a nice jacket because the weather here is really cold. When we were there, we started having a lot of rain and a little bit of hail too, so be just ready. After spending a couple of days in Quito, we decided to move to Santo Mingo, which is part of the coast region, and obviously the weather is warmer. So it will take you 3 hours to get there from Quito. Something that you have to be all the time checking is the window, because here you will notice the amount of mountains, the shapes, the colors. Oh my god, it's just crazy, it's beautiful. So please always check the window everywhere that you go. So the main thing that we decided to do here is exploring the waterfalls. So there is different locations that you can do that. Here the adventure was pretty cool. It was one of my favorite times to spend in Ecuador. It's quite a really nice rush of adrenaline if you are walking to the 7 waterfalls, because you have to pass through some really stretchy areas and you have to use a couple of cables and ropes here, so it's quite scary, but the experience is totally worth it. After spending the day in the waterfalls, we decided to go to the town and visit the Rescue Animal Center. They charge you $2 to go in, and here you will see a lot of animal species that are native from the area. So the next week we decided to explore more waterfalls because they were so beautiful. The weather and in general being there is so refreshing and so nice that we have to explore and see more of them. So this time the hike was a little bit harder, but once again totally worth it. And the final destination for my video today, it will be the beach. Normally from Quito will take between 6 to 12 hours to get to any beach, and the access to there is quite easy too. The buses will charge you between $8 to $12, depends how far you want to go, but the buses are really nice to travel to, so you will spend the entire night without problem. Now about prices here, so if you go on slow season, they will charge between $10 to $30 for your hotel, but when it's really high season, they will charge between $30 to $40 per night. So check before you go so you can have a better deal. Now about food, please try everything that you can in this country. The food is so freaking good. If I'm not mistaken, maybe they will have about 500 traditional dishes. If you're visiting the Sierra region, what people eat the most here, it will be pork, chicken, beef, and potatoes. And the one that you're seeing right now is called jaguar locro. Basically, it's a soup made of intestines of sheep, and they will even cook the blood, obviously with nice seasoning there, and it's amazing. Sounds quite disgusting, but honestly, it's one of my favorite dishes to try. If you're concerned about the prices, let me tell you that truly is really cheap. So these that are most traditional dishes, they will cost you between $5 to $10, exaggerating, but regular food that you will find a lot of restaurants all over the place, usually they charge between $3.50 for lunch, and usually that includes soup, rice with any type of meat, dessert, and juice. Now we're moving to the coast region, and most of the people eat here a lot of plantain and seafood. Once again, the flavor is something that I cannot tell you because it's so amazing that, oh my gosh, my mouth is just watering right now. The fruits here are, once again, super cheap and really yummy. This is the video for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and like if you want to see more of my adventures. If you want to see more of Ecuador, don't forget to check the link below. There I will show you more about the Amazon region and the activities that you can do there. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye!